Hey everyone, I'm Magnific's Comics Feed. Hey guys, if you're just joining me, I'd like to take the time out and say thank you and welcome to the channel. I hope that you find something enjoyable so you can go share with your friends and as well as others. Before we get into the major part of the content, I want to say to you guys that we're going to start off a new segment, right? I'm bringing towards this channel, and I haven't had a date or anything selected to bring it, but I'm guessing maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe twice out of the week, or maybe 1 time. However, the new I'm going to be bringing is top 10 unmentionable comic list. Today we're going to slowly focus on top 10 unmentionable giant-sized comic list. The reason I'm starting this new segment within my channel is to bring some important content and focus on lock it into something that's worthy, so some people out there, or comic enthusiasts out there, that can get some great information from this channel. So with that being said, let's go. Okay, as I said before we get into it, I would like to advise all of my audience out there to please hit the like, and if you haven't joined the channel, hit the subscribe button as well. Share it out if I didn't mention it before. So in this segment, we're going to start with the top 10 unmentionable giant-sized comic. All right, the first giant size that we're going to go on to is Giant Size Defenders #1. This book was published in 1974, and the cover was done by Gil Kane and Ramada Sr. Here we have Doctor Strange, Namor, and Hulk gracing the cover of Defenders #1. Within this book, you will find a Valkyrie story inside. I'm not going to do any spoilers, so you should go check it out and read it. It's a great book to have. You can secure this book in a raw copy for under $30 out there on the market. Okay, let's move on to the number 9. Number 9 on the list is Giant Size Fantastic Four #4. This book was published in 1975, and the art was done by Chris Claremont. And I'm sorry, let me reverse that. The story was done by Chris Claremont, and the art was done by John Buscemi. It's the first appearance, as well as Magnific the Multiple Man. You can find an 8.0 copy on the market that goes for $440, or you could find a low grade within a 4.5 for $70 or less. Great book to have within your collection. Okay, moving on, we got number 8, Giant Size Fantastic, another Giant Size Fantastic Four #3. This book was published in 1974. Within this book, you will find the 4 horsemen of apocalypse: pestilence, war, famine, and death, which you already know battles the Fantastic Four. The story is great, no spoilers, so you should go check it out. This book goes for $10 in the lower grade. I haven't seen any 9.8 out there that was bought, so I can't give you a specific price on that. But Giant Size Fantastic #4, the Apocalypse of 4 Horsemen. Let's go. Moving on to number 7 on the list, we got Giant Size Avengers #1, The Monster That Time Forgot. This book was published in 1974. The story in this revolves around a character named Nuclear. A lot of science and action in this one, but again, you should check it out, go read it yourself. A 9.8 in this book goes for roughly around $4,000. You can find one, a secure raw copy, for under $100. It's a pretty good book. Let's move on. Number 6 on the list, we have Giant Size Spider-Man and Human Torch, The Web and the Flame. This book was published in 1974. It's mind-blowing story, and I suggest readers go read it. You know what I mean? It's mixed with who is who, which drives the story. I don't have any data on the prices on that one. So that's number 6 on the list. Number 5 on the list, we have Giant Size Spider-Man and the Thing, number 5. This book was published in 1974. The cover was done by Gil Kane, and now in this book, the story is tricky, and it's all kinds of surprises within it. So I suggest readers to go read it. I don't give away spoilers, not here, not now, not ever on this channel. So you guys should check it out. Again, don't have any data on the prices, but I'm pretty sure you can secure a raw copy for less than $10. Moving on. On the list, we got Giant Size Spider-Man number 4, Spider-Man and the Punisher. This book was published in 1975. It happens to be the third appearance of third appearance of Punisher continuing the book to sow the seeds of death. The book features arguably 2 of the best in the Marvel canon, and this book has to do with a company named DRC. I'm not going to give it away. Speaking about that, there's a lot of these companies within these books that don't get mentioned. Maybe I'll do something on that as well. I'm also going to be doing a survey to give away some free items, so see if you guys are up on your companies. All right. You can secure this book, a raw copy of this book, for pretty much $100 or $200. It's really a great book to have for any collector or any collection. Again, that is Giant Size number 4, Spider-Man and Punisher. So moving on, we got number 3 on the list. We got Giant Size Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man and Doc Savage. I don't know. This book is crime. It features the legendary crime fighter of the 1930s. Obviously, is Doc Savage, and Spider-Man, which the Spider-Man of the 1970s, team up to battle somebody or something. It's a great read. Not going to give anything away, and I suggest you go read it. It's been published in 1975, and it's on this top list of unmentionable comics, Giant Size list. Moving on. We at number 2, Giant Size Spider-Man and Master of Kung Fu. This book came out in 1974, as well as a crossover into Shang-Chi world, right? A great story by Lee Wing, and John Romita Sr. did the cover for this. Whenever you mention Shang-Chi, of course, Fan Chu is not too Fan Manchu, sorry, it's not too far away. So go ahead and pick it up, get us a good read, which brought us to number 1 on the list. If I did that right, I'm pretty sure I didn't skip anything, but number 1 on the top 10 unmentionable Giant Size comic list, we got Spider-Man and Dracula, number 1. All right, this came out in 1974, and this book, the art was done by Romita Sr. And the colors, anything that Romita Sr. graced, you can already know it's a museum art. You know what I mean? And we can have a debatable about that. But this book has to deal with a vaccine. As you already know, we're living in the times of the vaccine. I thought that it needs to be mentioned. It sounds familiar with that, right? So there's no spoilers here, so go read it. And that right there would top off and grace the top 10 unmentionable Giant Size comic list. If you enjoy what I just did, make sure to subscribe, like the channel. Look further for me to drop another segment of top 10 unmentionable comics. If you turn your notification button on, you will be notified whenever I go on. And guys, thank you guys for sticking with me throughout this as I build this brand. Again, Magnific Comic Feeds is all about helping the comic community, as well as using comic books as a tool to help give back. Also comics feed as well. So a lot of people, I put that in my brand because a lot of times comics do help feed a lot of people, and by either which way you look at it, is something that's useful as not only an investment, but also is helpful for people within the communities or collectors that you have within the community. So what have you. So with that being said, take care, enjoy the holidays, be safe, and be well. Thank you. Peace.